All right, so let's go to The Rock, you guys, and Dave Lagreca, a wrestler or a reporter in the WWE businesses, and it's just, man, The Rock is just it's disappointing even more. It's just frustrating probably people even more. So let's get into the situations. We're gonna play the both audios, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. So here is Mr. Dave Lagreca giving his rant on night two's ending at WrestleMania.
Now that everybody's bitching and moaning about the end of WrestleMania 41, The Rock is going to go on Pat McAfee, who has the biggest show in sports talk radio. You're going to go on his show and say, yeah, I would have done it differently. Yeah, I would have adjusted some things. I would have. Nice to hear from you now, pal. It's over. So now that everybody's bitching and complaining, yeah, I would have done it differently. But really, you talk about a Monday morning quarterback. That's a Tuesday morning quarterback. Thanks, pal. Didn't make yourself available. Didn't show up at WrestleMania. But now I'm going to say, yeah, I would have done things differently. You talk about completely throwing Triple H under the bus. That's exactly what The Rock did. You know what you say if you're The Rock? You know what? I thought they did an awesome job. Or you know what? Don't say anything at all. But by saying that, you just threw Triple H under the bus. If you're not going to be there and you didn't take part of it, then you shouldn't say anything about it. Now, if he was part of the creative process and he was there, then he could say, I think we, because he's part of the fucking company. No, but he doesn't mind saying I would have done things differently. I would have adjusted things. He loves saying we when it's successful. But when it's not, he's going to be like, I would have. I.
So there's Dave, you guys, very upset of what The Rock's comments were on Pat McAfee's show, basically talking about he didn't like the ending. And Dave was like, then why the heck were you not there? You're the one that made yourself unavailable, etc. So here's The Rock's comment on Dave's post or his rant to say of night two and the situation of The Rock's comments. He said, "Hi, Dave. The business is a complete work. Always has been. Always will be. Every aspect of it. Every match, every interview," he wrote. "Please join me, Cody, Cena, Brian, and the rest of us for our creative discussion so you can expand your perspective. Until then, stop ranting. It's not healthy, my friend. Enjoy the show. P.S. Tell Bubba Ray Dudley I have a grand marinara and hush puppies for all of us." So that's The Rock's comments to Dave. Here's Dave's response.
I love professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling because it's unlike any form of entertainment or sport. I'm passionate about it because I dive into it and it's not about, oh, it's real to me, damn it. But man, it is. It is. You guys put your bodies on every time you step into a wrestling ring. You're putting your health and your body on the line. It's no more real than that. That's as real as it could possibly be. So when you say it's a work, I don't need to be reminded. I know that. I'm trying to fight that off from everybody outside of our circle. I don't need somebody inside the circle who sits at the highest mountain in this business, which is the WWE, to tell me it's not real. I already know that. I know that it's not real. But let me buy into the magic that is professional wrestling. So when you say it's a work and that it's fake, then what are we doing here? Then what are we doing? The reason I rant and rave like I do is because I'm passionate about it. I didn't like what I saw at the end of WrestleMania 41. Just like if my Cowboys lose or my Yankees lose, I'm going to rant and rave about that. Doesn't mean I hate it. It's because I love it that I get so passionate and I yell and scream about it. Don't tell me it's a work. I don't need you to tell me. That's supposed to be from Dick or Jane down the street that doesn't like professional wrestling. They're the ones that tell me it's a work and that it's fake, not somebody within the business. Believe in the magic. It's the magic that makes people buy a ticket to go see WrestleMania or sit on their ass for 3 hours to watch a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown because it's real to them. They don't need to be reminded that it's fake. So all due respect, Rock, all due respect, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, I appreciate what you done for me and for this business, but what you put in that response I felt was wrong, and it hurt me. It actually, I'm not angry about it. I'm actually hurt and disappointed with the response.
All right, you guys. So, I get Dave 100%. Why is he upset? Dave's basically been saying what everybody's been saying. The Rock wasn't there. He should have been there. He was the one that made a mess. Should have cleaned it up. I'm very disappointed with The Rock's comment on Dave's post. Here's why. Because you broke kayfabe, basically. You're basically putting more fire onto those fans who say, or those people who say, because they're not fans, oh, WWE is fake. You're basically proving their point way much more. Because it's like, yeah, okay, but you just broke kayfabe. If you guys don't know what kayfabe is, it's basically where you just try to hide your character or your, like, for example, The Undertaker. The Undertaker really didn't break kayfabe that much, where it's basically a wrestler goes out of character and acts a different way than what they normally do. That's kayfabe, whatever. And, Rock basically broke that, basically saying, oh, it's just a work, it's a complete work, etc., and all of that. And obviously, like I said, it's putting more fire onto those people that say, oh, wrestling is fake. Now, to the other side, yes, 100% what Dave is saying is true, because it's like, bro, you started that mess of Cody's soul nonsense. And now you get brought into it. And, because of Emmanuel, you get in, you basically hit Cody with a belt. Cena hits Cody with a belt. Travis slaps him. Of course, people are going to expect you at WrestleMania because, people were already like, where were you at after Elimination Chamber and those Raw, SmackDown going up to WrestleMania? But people really thought you were going to be there because you inserted yourself in this. You are in a picture with Cena and Travis. And they thought maybe this was going to be a faction or this was going to go far. And what this has turned out to be is just a whole scratch of a mess. And I don't want to repeat myself too much, but it goes back to it. You should have been there, bro. You were the one that slapped Cody, hit him with a belt, told him you want his soul, whatever. And you had Cena turn heel. You were the one that did this. So you should have been there at the end of the day. It should have been you, not Travis Scott, coming out, hitting Cody. Or it should have been the three of you guys coming out, hitting him with a belt, a chair, whatever you wanted to do, and having Cena win the match. It would have been way much more. It would have made way much more sense story-wise. But when you don't come out, Travis comes out, and it's not that believable. It's like, what the hell? It's that type of thing that it gives up back. With Rock, it's just, he's playing a great heel. Let's say that. He's playing a great heel because this is just heel heat. And this is just stuff that is going to get him booed out of the building when he goes into an arena. That's WWE. Because this is just good heel work. Basically saying it's all a work and all that. That's the thing. But hey, I don't think he should have also said that he should join, Dave should join Cody's, Brian and all that. Hey, this is a fan who is just, like he said, passionate about the game and he wants, the best out of it. So fans like that is what you want because it shows that they're loyal and they're dedicated to what you're putting out every week. So if this is how you're responding back, that's the problem. But I get Dave 100%. I think The Rock is just, I don't know. He's on a different planet right now. I think his mind's in Mars, trying to colonize it with Elon Musk. Who knows? But